Hey everyone, I'm doing a new video. Obviously, my last video was about a week ago where it said shut up and play because I was hoping to kind of bring more playing aspect to the channel again with less talking. But, I'm always trying to think of new things, new ideas, something to do, and get better with my videos. So what I decided to do was a screen grab of some of the things that I've been working on and why I've kind of been quiet. I need to get some more songs out there because I feel like those are the best performing videos that I have. But kind of in the meantime, it does keep me quiet. I haven't finished my scale series as, I only have one more video, so I should really just get that done. In this kind of ghosting time that I've been doing. But real quick, I haven't really been posting that much because I have been working on a new song and a few new songs, and it's just been, where I kind of get to with these new songs is to a point where, it's like I just, it's not that I don't have the ideas, I just want the right thing. And maybe sometimes it's really just like, do something simple and it'll really work out for you. I would say for the most part, a lot of these songs are pretty simple. And then I can build some harmonies and kind of, go in different directions in the hope of getting more complex, because it's just me. I don't know if it's a pipe dream or if I do need someone else to kind of just bounce it off, but this helps, and I should use it a little bit more, but there's a pro and con to it that I kind of want to get into in using Guitar Pro 7 to kind of write songs, or even the way I've been writing songs from what you have heard so far. And someone, recently asked me as well about how do you write songs and things like that. So going back to this, what I explained was, you use theory, obviously. You like the scales things that I was doing. Part of the reason I was doing that was because I was just trying to get, different sounds from the different modes and the scales to, maybe unlock something that I haven't, explored yet, just from kind of being locked into what, the second part of what I kind of said was, there's this video, called the Metallica scale, which kind of goes into how to write songs like Metallica. And I never really, really used that video to make a song, because it really turns writing a song into a very cookie cutter kind of format, to where he kind of, uses some of the rhythms that Metallica does and, says you can mix and match them accordingly. So obviously you're not rewriting a Metallica riff. It's just, rewriting things. You'll get to a result to where you'll have your own song, but it'll sound heavy. It'll have that Metallica kind of vibe to it. And again, I'm not trying to write Metallica songs either. They were a big influence when it came to, I really like this sound, how it goes, but I do have, and in my mind, other things that I kind of want to add or want it from music, because obviously Metallica isn't the only band I like, and they're from the 80s, which is years ago. Writing 80 songs now doesn't really get you anywhere, and that's kind of the other thing is, I want my songs to be interesting. I want them to be good. Obviously, you want it to sound good over being interesting, but I think sometimes interesting ideas end up sounding good because they kind of throw you off or kind of surprise your ear in good ways, is really what I've always wanted to. Take an idea and then be able to be like, well, this just sounds where it should go. Where's something that is unique that, we haven't heard, or, hasn't been done, or, may have been done somewhere else, and how can I take that and put that into what I'm doing? So when I do those shut up and play videos, obviously, working with something that I kind of have a foundation for, and then I try to, play it a certain way, and then usually what I'll do is I'll take it and I'll lock it down to, something like what you're seeing right here is, it's a steady riff that repeats itself, doesn't change too much. In this one, I'm doing it 4 times. I think this one stays pretty steady. Here's where, the changes start to happen, and there's some harmonies starting to, come in there, especially if you go to the other guitar. That's doubling, and I actually doubled both guitars, which is kind of what I'm doing in the actual recording, because I actually do have part of this recorded for real now, but I just feel like this was done, and I like the way it sounded, and it's very simple. Maybe I'll get things complex, but my hope is that, and the basic idea of this video is songwriting. It's just that I think if I had somebody else, in writing a song, especially if you're with a full band and you're working it out, you guys just kind of play off each other. You kind of, any kind of weird changes sometimes just happen feel-wise, where, if I, add like something that's not in 4/4, because this song is basically right now, and if you heard some of my other songs, that they're not all in 4/4, but it'd be great to be in 4/4, quickly change to an odd time signature, maybe go back to 4/4, maybe a different time signature. That's the kind of stuff that I do want to write. That's more how I am. But sometimes, when you're by yourself and you really just have to listen and kind of, you want things obviously to be structured and sound good, be in time. And that's kind of why I even want to, re-record some things. I feel like I hear like things that are off, or things I want to change, and obviously add vocals, which I keep saying. I just want to get things, I just want to write the song that, I guess I'm generally happy with, and I like every part, and everything, sounds tight. Everything sounds like in sync, but at the same time surprises you too. I feel like the way I've been doing things has been very simplistic. I was always hoping that there was a way. This helps me hear things and kind of try some things differently a little bit, but I feel like if you're with a band and you're doing things live, sometimes the spontaneous stuff just works better than, I come here, I do something spontaneous, I kind of structure it out, and then I just repeat it and play it, and record it, and it, nothing changes really. It's pretty straightforward, and I feel like my structures are starting to become stale, and I guess that's the bottom line, is I just don't want to be stale. I want to start going in the directions. I like what I have, and obviously, doing the minor touches and adding the vocals, not going to be too challenging. It's just either me actually learning to sing, it's funny when it comes to the vocals too, is because some people, seem to like my voice, and other people are like, oh man, that's not good. I actually am of the I'd rather me not sing. If I had to sing a little bit, I can probably fake some parts, but if I was listening to a song, I would not want to hear a singer of me doing. I'd rather have someone that can do that. And I feel like, and part of the struggle in the songs is I feel like if the vocals aren't right, it could just kill the song completely. Or, if something's just done wrong and I'm not happy with it, it could just change everything dramatically. And that's kind of where we are here. So I might do some more screen grabs, especially, to not be off the radar, to kind of keep people up to speed. And at the same time, I think in, trying to get new ideas for my videos, I do want to do the shut up and plays, just so that, maybe doing that, something would actually fit in this song that I could use and things like that. So I think those are important. I think I need to start doing videos every day. It's to some capacity. Definitely need to finish the scales video. I definitely didn't even hit everything I wanted to hit on this, but I think I'm going to wrap it up here. Maybe I'll do a more structured version of this, but I just wanted to kind of do an update on what's going on, and go from there. So I'll put this out, and hopefully I'll start uploading more later.